Hey there, my friend and fellow trader. It's Will here over at Pips and Gains, and welcome back to another weekly Forex forecast. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down last week's COT numbers and then looking for possible trade setups for the week ahead. We've got a very big news week ahead. We've got the US interest rate decisions. Will they drop the rate by 0.25 basis points or 0.5 basis points? And then we have the next day, we have the British pound interest rate also. Will they keep rates unchanged, or will they finally start reducing rates once again? So this video we're going to break down the reports, break down the charts, and see if there's any great setups for the week ahead. So let's get into it. So a new thing that I've started doing for my email newsletter subscribers every Sunday is, I'll just hide my TradingView platform here, is I send out weekly market pulse, COT insights and sentiment forecast for the week ahead based on last week's commitments of traders report. So we just look at the numbers, look to see how large speculators are positioned, and also look how hedgers, brokers, how they are positioned, and then give an overall directional bias for the week ahead. So these reports are free. You can access it by simply joining my email newsletter via the link in the description area of this video. These reports are sent out every Sunday. Again, absolutely free. By the way, I have them set up. I have red as a strong sell, pink is a slightly bearish, we're leaning to the downside, and then yellow is neutral. If I see a currency pair that is neutral, I won't even look at the charts. Then we have light green, which is slightly bullish, look for buy signals, and then dark green is a strong buy. So the main ones you want to look for when going through this chart, going through this report, is the strong buys and the strong sells. So again, it goes through all the main 27 currency pairs, and here in this video we'll flick through it and see possible. I'll break down charts and a couple of possible trading setups for the week ahead. So let's look at it. First one in the report, we look at the majors. So we flick through the majors, which is the Euro USD, British Pound USD, Australian Dollar USD, Kiwi USD, which is New Zealand Dollar USD, then the three main USD pairs, USDCAD, USDJPY, and USD Swiss franc. So we just flick through them. We can see that the USD has a slightly bearish directional bias. Australian Dollar USD, similar. British Pound, similar. Kiwi has changed from bearish to slightly bullish from last week, which is interesting. And USD Swiss franc, we have a strong bullish directional bias on it, and we will look at that in a minute. USD CAD is slightly bullish. Sorry, that's my assistant must have bearish, color coded that wrong, sorry. Skip that pink. USD JPY is bearish too. So first off, like I said, the strongest one out of them, strongest signal out of all those pairs is on the USD Swiss franc. So what I want to do now is we want to head over to the charts, over to TradingView. Again, make sure you are following me on TradingView, the FX Ace. There will be a link in the description area of the video. You can also access my TRFX King indicator, which I use for entry signals. So again, the US dollar is dropping this morning. I do expect that sort of early this week before the interest rate decision occurs. USD Swiss franc, just want to hide the indicator. So if you are new to my material and how I analyze the markets, I take a top-down approach, which is I look at the weekly and the monthly charts look for possible buying areas, support, resistance, supply and demand, buy and sell zones, just areas of interest where there is likely been, in this case, bullish buying interest before, and will there be buying interest again? So then we analyze the lower time frames to see if things line up. So first off, that was something I drew earlier. Monthly chart. So we can see we're approaching, we are at this support, which is just under 84. Zoom in, just put myself some tea. Now it is looking very bearish on the monthly charts, but in these setups are for the week ahead. So monthly, we have a support here. We look at the weekly charts, zoom in to the weekly. And the MACD still open. On it, we're not getting any divergence signals. And we are at the support. It does look like it's going to break down through it. Now, what we want to do now, or could be a double bottom at a support. So what we want to do now, we've got the main area we want to look at. We want to see, I want to zoom into the daily charts now and to see what price action is telling us there. So as we can see, that market dropped here, small rally, then this huge drop down, followed by it. And this last drop down has started to stall at this support level. It didn't break down through it and come back up and test the breakout area. It's actually stalled at it and started to move sideways. This could be indicating a possible bullish accumulation pattern, which is after a drop in price, the market moves sideways, and then we get a rally up. If we look at the MACD on this, on the daily chart, we can see prices moving down, but the MACD is moving up. So we are starting to look like we are getting a divergence signal. If we look at the 12-hour chart, similar thing, prices moving down, MACD is moving up, so divergence signals are occurring. So, which is mean highly likely slowing of momentum, and we are likely to get a move to the upside. But what I expect and what I think may happen this week, leading up to the interest rate decision and maybe just after, we will get a move down under 84, possibly target I think this year's low. So a move down towards under 84 anyway, followed by a sharp rally up. Now, depending on how far this breaks down, if we do get a strong breakdown after the interest rate decision, it could be confirmed a new breakout up to test the support level, which will become resistance, and then could continue downwards. Like I said, reading charts here, reading price action, what I expect will happen is a move down, test the support or go under the support, and then we get a move back up. Now, I'm not going to simply enter this blindly. What I want to see occur is the market to move down, and then as it approaches 84 and goes under it, I will look for a buy signal on my TRFX King indicator from the 4-hour to the daily chart. Obviously, the higher the time frame the signal is on, the more accurate it will be. So if you want to get access to this indicator, absolutely free to use on TradingView, make sure you click the link in the description of the video, enter your details, make sure you're following me on TradingView, and then I can add it to your invite only scripts. So USD Swiss franc, drop down towards or maybe under 84, and then look for buy signals to the upside. Targets, yeah. Zoom out to the daily charts. Target for this first easy target will be drop down up towards 87 for this. That is USD Swiss franc. I just see if there's any more. we'll just flick through. Like I said, you can access this report absolutely free by joining my newsletter below. So Euro Aussie, it's a bearish signal. Should we look at that? Yeah, we'll look at that, and then we'll do one other pair. So Euro, there is one I want to show you here, which is the British Pound CAD, which is looking really good. I'll show you that after. Just remove this. Dun, dun, dun. You can zoom out to the monthly charts. Hide the indicator for now so we can read price. We're looking at the monthly charts, and this pair is very, very choppy. We have this clear resistance here. You can see it's failed several times to move above that. Again, recently as last month, got rejected. We will zoom into the weekly charts now. We have another slight resistance. That monthly close. Here, what we're actually reacted last week. It's a kind of sell zone that I'm looking at on the weekly charts. So I want to, given that the sentiment is to the downside based on the COT and positioning of the large players, what I want to do now is zoom into the daily charts, and what I want to see happen this week is I would love to see, this is an area I want to sell at, so I want to see a push up towards 167 inside this zone, and then again use the TRFX indicator for sell signals. Yeah, and I'll just turn that on, wait for the move up into this sell zone here, and then look for sell signals from the 4-hour to the daily, roughly the 4-hour to the 12-hour chart for this pair. Targets will be this low here at 163. Do expect a small reaction there, and then maybe a move lower. So that is what I expect to occur on the Euro Aussie in the week ahead. Back over to the report. So easy how to go through this report. And Euro Swiss franc, I did a video on that last week. You can watch it. The other one I want to show you is British Pound JPY. That is another, but British Pound CAD. Again, this has been extremely bullish as of late. Every week the COT report has been printing out bullish signals. Last week was a slightly bullish signal. This week we have now flipped the coin and we're bearish. Now if we head over to the charts, it is looking like a great setup. So this is the kind of setup that I love to see. And like that. We do have an interest rate decision in the UK this week. Now this pair, we have this resistance here. We're breaking up above it now. This is held for quite some time. Since the last move above this was in 2018, where it briefly popped above it, then it kind of once it done it, it kind of sold off pretty heavily from then. And it's kind of held for quite some time now. We're breaking up above, back into the sell zone again this month. We zoom into the monthly chart, is looking bullish there. If we look at, okay, zoom into the weekly. And MACD moving averages are very tight. If we zoom into the daily, starting to see is looking like we are starting to see divergence signals. So what I want to see happen this week, so let's have a quick look at the 12-hour chart also. What I expect will happen this week is we might get a pop above 179 towards 180, towards that high there, which was the monthly close in 2018. Pop above that, followed by a sell-off. Again, not going to blindly enter this. As we're already now in the zone, I'm actively looking for sell signals. We got one last week, moved up India, but again, last week the COT report was still bullish. This week we have flipped the coin. and we are now bearish. So I will start to look for sell signals from 4 hour right up to the daily chart. We actually got 4 hour, that was last week. So we'll wait for another one, the next one from now. And that's what I'm looking for on the British pound Canadian dollar. This is probably one of my favorite setups for the week ahead. As do expect a slight pop up. It is moving again this morning, slight move up, and then followed by a heavy sell-off towards the end of the week. That's what I fully expect to happen. So that is it. It's a big news week ahead. If you want to get access to these weekly free reports, they are highly accurate, giving a good directional bias across all the currency pairs. So if you look at the British pound, Australian dollar here, it will read the report on the British pound and read the report position on the Aussie dollar, and then do a comparative analysis and give you which the market is settlement and give you the strength of the settlement. This one is bullish in the British pound Aussie. British pound Kiwi, again another bullish signal on it. And all you have to do is join my newsletter below. So that is it. A great week. Sorry, not a great, an interesting week ahead with the interest rate decisions. It's going to be, I suspect, explosive. So don't forget to like the video, comment below if you have any questions regarding your trading, and have a fantastic trading week well over at Pips and Gains.